Alright guys, welcome back to my new video, which will be the second part in the two-part mini-series on programs you should use when using a PC or laptop regularly. In my last video I said that part 2 was going to aim specifically at aesthetics and monitoring type of programs for people that are interested in that. So to start off the video, I'm going to talk about antiviruses. Now there's a lot of antiviruses out there, different ones you can use, but at the minute what I'm using is AVG free. It does everything you need it to, and it will quarantine bad programs if you let it, and when it's configured right it works very well. Second up on this list I have a type of software which is against malware, and that is called Malwarebytes. It's a very handy piece of software which tries to keep your computer clean as best as possible. A third program in that category would be Advanced System Care, made by iOrbit. This is probably my favorite out of that category. I use it quite a lot. It does registry defrags, registry cleanups, privacy issues. It fixes basically everything you need it to, and it speeds up your computer tenfold. Very handy thing to have if you have everything ticked and you download the free edition. Just press scan, it does everything for you. It also has a built-in hardware monitor which you can check for your CPU usage, disk usage, RAM usage, and your network usage, which is very handy. Continuing on, I'm going to talk about temperature and usage monitors for types of hardware. Now, I have a Gigabyte motherboard and I use a program called Easy Tuner, which was coupled with the motherboard to test my CPU temperatures, as you'll be able to see here. But basically, for the likes of CPUs, for the temperature monitoring anyway, I would use SpeedFan because I have an AMD based processor. Anyone that uses Intel, you can use a program called Temp to monitor your temperatures. As far as usage goes for CPU, it's a very handy program you can get which is called Prime 95, and it stress tests your CPU to find out exactly how much usage you get out of it at one time and to make sure it's working correctly. But as far as monitoring CPU usage properly, I would use just Task Manager or the CPU usage monitor that's built into Advanced System Care. For the temperature monitors for graphics cards, because I have a GTX 970 which is a NVIDIA based graphics card, I use MSI Afterburner, which will give me my GPU usage and temperatures if I configure it to do that, which I can monitor in game. For AMD graphics cards, you'll be using a thing called Catalyst Control Center, and it's very helpful as well. So yeah, that will round up my programs for the aesthetic and monitoring user. Cheers.